Alright, hey guys, I have to do it this way so that you can actually see what I'm doing on my paper. I don't have my daughter with me to record, and it's late at night, and I'm working up in my little office that I use to create stuff. So, bear with me, sorry, we will have a Zoom meeting today. Hopefully you guys can be there at 2 o'clock, and then we'll be able to talk on video. So anyway, what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to be reviewing skills that we've already worked on in school. Today's lesson will be a review of greatest common factor. So when you think of this, remember greatest would be your biggest, and then common would be like mutual, okay? So for both or all of them. And then your factor, think of a number multiplied. Okay, so that's basically what that means. So, for instance, if you have the numbers 18 and you have 24, and you are trying to figure out what is the GCF, or the greatest common factor, if you remember, we used to do the tree method. So we break it down. So you're doing your prime numbers and breaking it down in order to be left with just your prime numbers. Once you reach your prime numbers, you are done. This number is completely broken down. Then you move on to 24, okay? Okay. Now, these are all of the numbers. When they're broken down, they become your primes. Now what you're going to do, remember you're finding the greatest common factor. So the first word you're going to think of is common. What is in both? So I have a 2 here, I have a 2 here. I'm going to circle it. I have a 3 here, I have a 3 here, I'm going to circle it. I have a 3 here, I do not have any more 3s on this side. I'm done. Okay, all I have left over here is a 2 and a 2 and a 3 here. These two are not in common because it's not both numbers. That's for the same number. So your GCF, in order to figure it out, you take your 2 times your 3. And your GCF equals 6. Okay, then here's another example. If you have 14 and 28, okay, 14, 2, and 7, 28, 2, and 14. 14 breaks down to 2 and 7. You are done because 2 and 7 are both prime. Think of the word common. You have a 2 here, you have a 2 here. You have a 7 here, you have a 7 here. So you do your 2 times 7 to get your GCF of 14. That means that 14 is the greatest number that can be multiplied into both 14 and 28. You can check your work. 14 times 1 is 14. 14 times 2 is 28. All right. We'll do one more example together. You have 36 and 21. When I break this down, 36, 3 times 12 is 36. Then I break that down. That becomes 3 times 4. And then 4 breaks down to 2 times 2. Okay? Then I have 21. And that is just simply 3 and 7. I can't do anything else with that. When I'm here, I look. Okay, I have a 3 here. I have a 3 here. I do not have another 3 available. I do not have a 2 here. So my GCF for this example is simply 3. Okay? Hopefully you guys remember working on this in class. Again, it was a while ago, but it is definitely something that we worked on, and we worked on it for a while. So I am going to, basically you're going to watch this video, then I'm going to upload a worksheet that you are responsible to complete. So what you would do, obviously I'm not expecting you to print it out, I'm not expecting you to send it back to me. If you do not have a printer, if you cannot print it, whatever the case may be, all I need to see is your answers. So you can write them down on a separate piece of paper. You can enter it as a comment, just number it so that I can tell what is what. That's all I need you to do, just so that I can make sure that you got the lesson from today. Stay safe, and hopefully I'll hear from you guys soon. Later.